Okay, Chapter 2, Lesson 6, Proving Theorems about Angles. So some of the things we know about angles are complementary angles, and that's when two angles add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles, two angles that add up to 180. Vertical angles, which are formed by two intersecting lines, and we know that they are complementary or congruent. We can use the transitive property, and we can also use the definition of an angle bisector, which says if I cut an angle in half, I create two equal measures. Okay, we're going to start here pretty easy with give the supplement of each angle measure. So remember, we're trying to figure out what makes two angles into 180. So the supplement here would be 160. This would be 171, and so on. Number 5 gets a little bit tricky. So the supplement of 2x would actually be whatever 180 minus 2x is. And for number 6, it would be 180 minus x plus 30, which we'd simplify into 180 minus x minus 30, and further simplify into 150 minus x. Okay, for the second set, giving the complement, we're trying to add up to 90. So this would be 81. This would be 3. This would be 90 minus 3x. This one would be 90 minus x minus 12, which changes into 90 minus x plus 12, which changes into 102 minus x. Okay. Two angles are complementary. The measure of one angle is 30 degrees more than the measure of the other. Find the measure of each angle. So since I know they're complementary, I'm going to do x plus, and then the other angle is 30 degrees more, so x plus 30. And complementary means they add up to 90. Now I feel like we actually should be doing this as a proof. Here, plus, here, refresh. Okay, so we are given that two angles are complementary. And we are also given that angle 1 is 30 degrees more than angle 2. So based on that information, first of all, we want to write, what does it mean to be complementary? Well, that means angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 90. My reason is that is the definition of complementary. The next thing that I would do then is instead of angle 1, I would put in angle 2 plus 30. Plus angle 2 equals 90. And I could do that because I substituted in what angle 1 is. Then I would have 2 angle 2's plus 30 equals 90 because I combine like terms. 2 angle 2's equals 60 because I'm going to subtract. And then angle 2 must be 30 because I divided. Now, my question asks me, what are the measures of each angle? So I would have to finish this one out by doing angle 1 equals angle 2 plus 30. And I know that angle 2 is also 30. So I substituted in the information I found. Angle 1 equals 60 because of combined like terms or addition. The measure of an angle is 4 times the measure of its complement. Find the measure of the angle. So I have 2 angles that are complementary. And one angle is 4 times the other angle. So angle 1 is 4 times the measure of angle 2. Given. Now again, based on the definition of complementary, I know that angle 1 plus angle 2 must equal 90 because the definition of complementary. I already know that angle 1 is 4 times angle 2. So 4 times angle 2 plus angle 2 is 90 because of substitution. So I really have 5 angle 2's right here because of combined like terms. And angle 2 then is 90 divided by 5, which is 18 because of division. Then I put that back in. So angle 1 equals 4 times 18 because of substitution. And angle 1 thus must equal 72 because of multiplication. Okay, here's another one where they give us a diagram for our proof. And this time they give us all of the statements, and then we just have to give all of the reasons. So right here it says that given measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 4 is 90. That's given. How then would we know that measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 4? So we look over here, and I'm looking at measure of angle 2 and measure of angle 4, and I see they are formed by intersecting lines. They are vertical angles. Then now I have that measure of angle 2, and instead of angle 4, I put in another angle 2 because they're equal. So that is substitution. Now I have 2 angle 2's equal 90 because of combining like terms. Divide both sides by 2 to get 45. Given that OB bisects AOC. So if this is AOC and it's telling me that OB is bisecting, that means it's cutting it in half. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that on my picture. So I know already that angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Well, that's right down here. So that's because of definition of a bisector. Now, how do I know that if I take measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3, that would add up to BOD? And that goes back to chapter 1, and that is just simple angle addition. Now, how can I write then? Instead of angle 2 plus 3 equals BOD, how can I rewrite it as angle 1 plus 3? Well, all I did was use substitution.